Welcome friends from all over the world. Our live streaming will officially start at 6:40. Feel free to sign in and let us know where you are from. We will make an effort to mention each of your names to enhance our connection. So we have presence of Sophia. Hi Sophia, I hope you are doing good. Hi Raptor. Hi Hers. Okay, to better observe this session, please, I request you to all of the viewers today, please prepare a pen and a paper for note taking. So, this will be an interesting live session. Please prepare the pen and paper for all your note taking. This live streaming is a problem oriented, so please engage actively. Let's get started. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Aditya. Remember the name. My name is Aditya, and I am your live streaming analyst for today. With 7 years of experience in financial market, I specialize in trading strategies using fundamental analysis across diverse segments like equities, derivatives, commodities, and metals. I manage portfolios worth over 100 crores and have guided countless clients to achieve consistent profit in their investment. Please type your trading aspiration in the screen. Please type your trading aspiration on the screen so we can see the trading aspiration. Someone is trading intraday, someone is doing short term trading, someone is doing swing trading, and there are also long term investors present out here. So it's very good to see, right? From short term, from intraday to long term investors, we have the presence of all the audience here. Welcome you all once again. Welcome to our live streaming. So, does anyone know how to do short term trading? Does any one of you know how to do short term trading? Reply with one if you know how to do short term trading, and reply two if you don't know how to do short term trading. Just write in the comment section and let me know. So, how many of you here sitting know the concept of multi-bagger? How many of you heard the concept of multi-bagger stocks? Have you heard the concept of multi-bagger stocks? Reply one, please reply one if you heard the concept of multi-bagger, and two if you haven't heard the concept of multi-bagger. So let me check. So there are many replies, there are many two, and there are many one replies also. So we can be assured for the people who replied one, who have heard about the multi-bagger, they are well formed. So you are very well formed. For the people who didn't replied one and they replied two, don't worry, you will understand what multi-bagger stocks are by the end of this live streaming session, because we are here to guide you through uh, all these multi-bagger stocks and make you very professional. Towards the end of the session, you will be able to know how to identify multi-bagger stocks. Okay, so don't worry about that. So we have a first question for you. Can you make money by trading stocks? So let me repeat the first question. Can you make money by trading stocks? Please reply guys on the comment section if you think so. If you think so, you can make money and you can make profit from the stock market by trading stocks. Please reply one. And if you don't think that you cannot make money from the stock market, please reply two. Right? If you don't think you can make money by trading stocks. So we have replies mostly with one, and some are even writing two. I guess you are not profitable, right? For those who are replying to, they are not able to make profit or they are unsure about the market. And for the people who have replied one, it's very good to see they are confident in making money. They think that they can make money by trading stocks. So these are the responses we have seen. Trading in stocks, let me tell you guys, trading stocks can indeed make you money and it can be quite profitable for you. So just remember, trading stocks can make money for you, just and it will be profitable for you as well. So we have a second question for you guys. We have talked about making money in trading. Second question, do you know how to pick good stocks? Just let me know. Do you anyone in the comment section? Anyone in the viewers know how to pick good stocks? Please reply one if you know how to pick good stocks. And if you don't know how to pick up the good stocks, please reply two. Most of you replied too, because we all know there are many viewers, many audiences present out here who don't know how to pick good stocks. They are facing some huge losses, correct? Am I correct, guys? So don't worry about your not picking good stocks. I will share my decade long experience and the company decade long experience in stock trading with you during this session. By the end of this session, just be assured everyone in this live streaming will have a substantial and profitable stock picking strategy. So if whether you know you can pick the good stocks by yourself or no, and if you don't know, because most of the people sitting here don't know how to pick good stocks for themselves, so we will be sharing with you all the experiences, and by the end of this live streaming, be assured that you will be having sustainable and profitable stock picking strategy. So Sophia is here telling never heard of this before. So I will explain you in very deep how we can pick up this very good stocks, right? So third question for you Third question for you. What is the logic behind stock rise and fall? What is the logic behind stock rise and fall? Reply one if you know, and reply two if you don't know, right? Please let me know what is the logic behind stock rise and fall. The logic is simple. The logic is very simple. Just buy low and selling high, right? So this is the logic behind stock market rise. Just you have to buy low and sell high. So we have another question for you. What drives the stock market from low point to its high point? Reply one if you know and two if you don't. So let's check a reply. Most of you have replied one, right? So many of you know that, and most of the replies are two, right? So most of the replies are two. Majority of the replies we are seeing it's two in the comment section, and we can assume that most of you don't know how to pick up a stock from its low point, and what drives the stock from its low point to its high point, right? The answer is, what is the answer? Please let me know, guys. What will be the answer? The answer is operators. Please type operators on the screen and take a note. Take a note, guys. Please type operators and take a note. To find good stocks, focus on operators. Focus on funding. Okay. The focus on funding. Just type operators in the comment section, guys. So Sophia is asking, it is often said that individual investors need to confront the main funds. The content is very innovative. I haven't heard this before. Yes, Sophia, we are talking about the operators only. You are very correct. And we will be talking about operators in all these. And we will know how operators push the stock to the higher level, and the presence of operator. Is there any presence of operators in the individual stock? We will analyze each and everything. So just have a look here. So just have a look. So to find the presence of operator, just have a look. A money where market where money piles up. Okay, find the main force in the fund. So a market where money piles up, find the main force in the funds, find the leading players among the main players. So you have to find where the money is being piling up, right? Where money is been piling up. Also we have to find the main force in the fund. Also thirdly, we have to look at the findings, The leader among the main player is the key to stock selection. It's not just about the main fund. We also have to find the leader in the operators. Who are the leaders in the operators? If the operators are making position in some stock, we have to look who are the leaders in that, right? So it is very clear to you, I guess. You have understood what we are making you understand. We have to find where the money is piling up, where the operator is taking position, what are the forces of operators, where they are taking position, correct, and where you can find the presence of operators. So we have gained some experience, right? We have gained some experience on the fourth question we discussed: what drives stocks from its low point to high point? So the answer is very clear to you. It's operators. It drives stock price from low to high. I hope you, every one of you here, got the clear point and noting it down very clear, right? So we have our fifth question. There are various types of funding in the market. Do you know, guys, there are various type of funding in the market, which comes from, the first one is the main fund, which is operators, and the second one is the retail fund. What we call the retail funds? Retail funds are the funds which we are investing. We are called retailers, and the individual investors who invest in the stock markets are called retailers. They are very small in person, right? And they tend to invest based on the market sentiment. They are very fearful when market is falling, and they are very greedy when market is increasing. So the retailers trade based on the sentiment, right? Not on based on the logic of the investment. So there are various types of funding in the market. One, we have main funds. Second, we have retail funds. Which one we should focus on? Please let me know, guys, which one should we focus on? Reply 1 if you think we should focus on operators fund, and 2 if you think we should focus on retailers. Just let me know in the comment section if you think it's the operator we should focus on or the retailers we should focus on. So we have many answers, 1, 1, 1, and some are saying 2. So those who have answered 2, they are very, very, very wrong, right? Because we shouldn't focus on retail funds. We should always focus on operators funds. For those people who have replied, a clap for them. They are very correct, and they should be focusing on operators fund. Trading stocks, just remember, the trading stocks is all about operators fund. Okay, the trading is all about operators. Just think about, to find good stock, we have to focus on operators. Please type operators on the screen. Just type operators on the screen, so I will get a very brief idea. Just type the operator, guys. This center, the center of this session will be revolving around the main fund. Just remember, guys, the session of this session will be revolving around main funds. Many retailers don't know what to follow. So we have been seeing the retailers who don't know what to follow. Many of you know retailers follow retailers. It's not correct, right? Many of you have heard retailers are following retailers and making loss. It's not about the retailers. It's not correct. They usually stand against main fund and lose their money. So whenever retailers make position, they stand against the operators, right, and they lose money. Whereas institutions, the operator make money. If you think I am correct, if you agree with me, please enter 1, and if you don't agree with me, please enter 2. So this is the fifth question for you. I have seen, if you agree that the retailers lose money and operators make money, please enter 1, and if you do not agree that retailers are making money and operators are losing money, please enter 2. So we have seen in the data of SEBI, Securities and Exchange Board of India, that more than 90% of retail investors lose money, right? For the more than 90% of retail investors lose money. Why? Because they don't know the main funds and how they operate. As a result, they continue to lose money. So just remember, We know many of the retail investors, they continue to lose money because they follow their retailers partners and they start losing money. So, talking about this session, we have two parts: analyze whether the stock has main funds. So, let me take you to the example like where the retailers are making money or not, right? So today's session we will divide into two parts, analyzing whether the stock has main fund and analyzing how much main funds have accumulated. We only trade stock with main fund. Just remember, we trade only stocks with main fund. The operators and stocks without operators are not worth touching. So stocks without any operators are not worth even touching. Today's session is quite basic for you, and tomorrow's session will be fully focused on practical content. By the end of tomorrow's session, let me explain it to you. By the end of the tomorrow session, everyone this is in this live streaming will be able to pick stocks independently. So there is no need to worry. By the end of this live streaming, you will be able to pick up the stock independently. Now let's ask, there are many stocks and stock picking methods, right? So there are many stocks in the market and there are many stock picking method also. What are those methods? We have methods such as technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and emotional value analysis, right? So, but the key we focus is on operators, right? The key is to focus on operators. Next, we will deep dive into new and how to establish an effective, simple, feasible, and personalized method for picking the multi-bagger stock. So, what we will do, we will be having a simple, effective, feasible, personalized method for picking up the multi-bagger stocks. First, let me assess with your current skill level. I will categorize you into three groups. Okay, I will be categorizing you into the three groups. Why this categorization is important? Because I will be able to understand what viewers we are having on the live streaming, right? So, first category we will have as a beginner. So who are new to the market, right? Many of us start as a beginner. So the people who are new into the market don't have any personal strategy and are trading randomly. Just remember, we will call the beginners who are new to the market and don't have any personal strategy. They trade randomly. They don't have any strategy to follow. They are just losing their money, right? They are just a type of gambling their money in the market. So we will call them beginners. Secondly, we will call the seasoned traders. We know what we call the seasoned traders, who are long time traders but have unstable performance. We see many of the people are there in our surrounding who are trading from the longer time but are unable to deliver the consistent profit, right? They are with unstable profit. So we will call them seasoned traders. And thirdly, we have the experts. Who we call the experts? They have their personal trading strategy. They know how to trade and make money consistently. We call them experts. So please reply with your category. If you are a beginner, new to the market, no personal strategy and trading randomly, please type beginner in the comment section. If you are seasoned traders, long time traders with unstable profit, please write seasoned traders, and the experts with personal strategy and consistent profit, please write expert. So I can see most of you are beginners, right? Most of you are beginner here. Let me check, right? Most of you are beginners and some are also seasoned traders and few are only experts. So Most of you are beginners, so I will explain things very slowly and thoroughly. Just remember, I will be going very slow and thoroughly to explain my words and make you understand how the operators work in the market and how they drive the stock from low to high point. Do you know what data the exchange provides? Does anyone know what the data exchange provides? Reply one if you think it's price, and two if it thinks it's trading volume. What are the data we can get from the exchanges? The exchange only provide two types of data: price and trading volume, right? So we will follow on focus on original data from the exchanges itself, because it is one of the most reliable source of information, and the data will be getting it is will be from exchanges. The exchange only provide two types of data: price and trading volume. So to learn stock trading, focus on original data from the exchanges. I will focus on candlestick charts and trading volume over the next few days to teach how to pick good stocks. Have you studied candlesticks chart and trading volume? Reply one if you have, and please type price and trading volume on the screen. If you have heard about the candlestick chart and trading volume, please reply one, and if you and please type price and trading volume on the screen. So let me check the reply. So here we can see most of you know they have typed price, trading volume and replied with one. Now let's see how we can identify main funds. So let's have a look on PPT on the signs of main fund entry. Okay, let's have a look on PPT on the signs of main fund entry. Which includes there are five types of main funds. Please rank these five signs in order of their preference. Many of you find main funds mysterious and elusive, right? We know many of you are finding main funds, the operators mysterious and elusive. You don't know how they operate the market. You don't know how they drive the stocks from lower level to higher level, right? So just let me know. Do you think that operators are mysterious and elusive? Please reply one if you have, and if you do, right? If you think that the operators are mysterious and elusive, please type one, and if you think so, by the end of the session I will show you in 30 seconds whether a stock has operators and how strong they are. So this is the most important thing we have to understand. We will be going through some stock, and I will make you an expert, and will be able to make you understand to find the presence of operator in your stock, whether the stock is having operators or not. Right? We just talk about how to check whether the fund has a main fund by focusing on candlestick pattern, right? So please type candlestick charts on the screen. So please type candlestick charts on the screen. Remember to check main funds. Look at the candlestick charts only. Reply if you think candlestick chart alone indicate the presence of main funds, and two if you don't. The answer is no. Only the five signs on the screen indicate the presence of main funds. Can you think of any of the stocks that exhibit this sign, five signs? Let's look at each signal in detail. We will be just having these signals and understanding is there any presence of main players entering the market. Main players, what do you mean by main players? Main funds, it means operators. Are operators making positions in the market? So let's have a look. The first one, big yang line, big bullish line, we call big bullish line. It's showing a large bullish candle. It shows a presence of operator. If it is following big bullish line and it is large bullish stick candle, so it is showing some sign of presence of operator. So this is the first sign of operators entering the stock market. The second one, we are seeing big bullish line daily limit. The second is a large bullish stick candle with a limit up close. So if we have the large bullish stick with a limit up close, just have a look. We will be confirming the presence of main funds. Thirdly, we have continuous big positive line. Just have a look, continuous big positive line, which is making continuous large ballistic candle. Just have a look, it is making continuous large ballistic candle from 1 2 3. So it is continuously making the large ballistic candle. Coming to the fourth, we have continuous daily limit up closes, right? So the fourth is consecutive limit up closes. This is making continuous limit up closes. Okay. And the fifth one, what do we understand by fifth one? The fifth one is a continuous upward trend. So it is continuously rising. Just have a look. It is continuously rising and it's making continuous upward trends and and confirming the presence of main fund. So at first we have seen the large ballistic candle which shows the presence of main funds. The second is the large ballistic candle with a limit up close which confirms the presence of main fund. The third, if we see, it is continuous big positive lines, right? Continuous large bullish candlestick which shows the presence of main fund. The fourth one is continuous daily limit which shows the limit up closes and confirms the presence of main funds. And at last we have continuous rise, which is a continuously upward trend. It is showing continuous upward trend, so we confirm the presence of main funds here. So just have a look. Reply 1. Just if you think that retailers trader can cause stock to rise continuously, if the retailers can make this stock rise continuously, just type 1 in the comment section. And 2, if you don't think, just let me know if you think the retailer can make a cause to rise stock continuously. Can retailers make stock rise to continuously? I don't think so. What about you? So you are wrong in that. We will discuss an example to understand, with example later to understand why this happens. It is because retailers have a large amount of money they haven't utilized properly. They just often look at some stocks without figuring out the role of main funds. Our aim is to identify the main funds and inform the audience about it. Just remember, we will be discussing with an example later, and we will be also knowing, is the retailer having the amount of money they haven't utilized properly. They are often look at the stocks, they just go and buy the stocks without figuring out the presence of operators in it. Most of you replied 2, right? So retailers can cause a stock to rise and have a large bullish angle, but it cannot cause it to rise continuously. Just remember my words. I hope you, every one of you present out here, taking notes of it. Just remember, retailers can cause a stock to have a large bullish candle, but cannot cause it to rise continuously. The following content is very crucial. Please stay focused. Next, we will analyze whether the certain stocks deserve attention. Do you have a stock that experienced significant drop followed by a bottom consolidation? Let's analyze it together. Have you seen any stock which has fallen continuously and now it is facing consolidation? Let's analyze this together. After that, let's ask, does the stock rise have anything to do how much it has fallen? Reply 1. Does stock rise have anything to do with how much it has fallen? Reply with 1 if you think so, and 2 if you don't. If you think that stock rise have anything to do with how much it has fallen, just reply 1. And if you don't think that stock rise have anything to do with how much it has fallen, reply with 2. The answer is no. Does a stock rise have anything to do with the inability to fall further? Do you think the stock rise have anything to do with its inability to fall further? Reply 1, okay, if you think so, and if you don't think so, just reply 2. If you understand these 2 points, you have grasped the essence of today's session. Just let me make you clear. If you are able to understand, if the stock rise have anything to do with how much money it has to do with its falling, and the second point, does a stock rise have anything to do with its inability to fall further, you will be understanding and grasping the essence of the today's session. Many stocks in the market we have seen, right? Many stocks in the market only rise with an upward trend. Only rising stocks are safe. Is that so? These two are common misconception among the traders who think only the rising stocks are safe, and only many stocks in the market only rise with an upward trend. It is not so. Many of the stocks fall, many of the stock face consolidation. They cannot rise in a continuous trend. Let me clarify one thing. A stock rise has nothing to do with how much it has fallen or its inability to fall further. So we cannot identify any of the thing. The stock rise has something to do with how much it will be falling, right? How much it has fallen or its inability to fall further. Many traders buy stock because they have fallen a lot but end up getting stuck. So just remember, many of the traders we have seen, the stock is falling, right? They become greedy and go and buy their stock or average it down, and they are stuck in their stock. They are not able to make money. They are just stuck, right? So don't buy stocks just because they have fallen a lot, and don't buy stocks just because they have stopped falling. Just remember my words. Don't buy stocks because they have fallen a lot, right? Suppose if the stock has fallen from 100 to 50, just don't go and buy. You have to look at the presence of operator. Is there any operators operating the stock? Is there any presence of operators, right? So you have to look in that, and don't buy stock just because they have stopped falling. We have to analyze each and everything and go enter the market. So now let's dive into the practical example. For today's session, we will be covering two things: whether there is a main fund involved or not, and how much it costs for the main fund to take position. To make you understand, to help you make money, you can take notes during the live streaming session. I will assign you some homework related to this session. For the homework, I want you to go through the holding. After we go and do the thorough analysis of how to find main funds, just go through your holding and identify if there are stocks with the main fund involved. Once you are done, send your finding to my assistant. Okay, I will review them, analyze the individual stocks. Let's analyze whether there is a main operators, main funds in play. Okay, let's have a check on that. So this is our holding as of now. We will just have a check and check the presence. Is there any presence of main funds or not? Just have a look at Puna Wala. So we'll just go through our holding Puna Wala and check the presence of main funds. So we will have from point A to B, right? We will draw the point from A to B where the stock is falling continuously, right? We will just arrow it up and make it very clear for you from A to B. So we'll just write it up A to B, and if there is in presence of main funds or not. So So let me know, is there any presence of main fund? Sorry, is there any presence of resistance from point A to B? Just let me know, guys. Is there any presence of resistance from point A to B? So Raptor is telling yes. So what is the point of resistance? What is the point of resistance, Raptor? Can we know where is the point of resistance from A to B? Is there any resistance from A to B? So let me know, is there any resistance from A to B? So Lee Sing Jung King, why we choose this period? We are choosing this period because the stock is falling from this level. So the stock is continuously falling after making consolidation, and we have to find the presence of main funds, if there are any presence of main fund or not. That's why we are choosing this period. The stock has to fall for a level, and we have to see, is there any presence of main fund or not. So, uh, so Sophia is telling, I don't know, is there any presence of resistance? The Lee Sing is telling, I don't know whether presence of resistance. I will make you know like what where the resistance is there, right? So let me just zoom it for you, and I will make it clear. So as you can see, there is a presence of resistance at this point. Just have a look. There is a presence of resistance from this to this. We have seen a presence of resistance here. Here we have a presence of resistance. At this point we are seeing a resistance, at this point, and at this point, and this point too. So there are many resistance in this stock from A to B. So talking about resistance, what do you mean by resistance? Resistance means the stock is not able to grow, and it's facing the resistance at that point, and it's falling further. Okay, so I hope you got the point, Sophia. So it is like it is like fighting, it is not getting an increase from this point. We call this point as a resistance. It keeps on decreasing, right? That it is refusing to increase from this point. So it is refusing to increase from this point, and it is making a downfall. So from a point A to B, we are seeing the many resistance here, and we have chosen this line because it is falling continuously till here, and it has become stabilized here. Okay, so we are able to find the presence of resistance here, here, and this point. So there are 6 resistance in total. So next question. So is there any presence of resistance? Yes, we can see the presence of resistance from A to B, right? So we confirm the presence of resistance from A to B. Now can you find the presence of, can you find the presence of main fund from A to B? Can anyone find the presence of main funds from A to B? Any one of you, can you find the presence of main fund from A to B? Let me zoom it for you. Is there any main fund present? So we can see there is a no presence of main funds from A to B. So here we are concluding there is a lot of resistance but a no main fund here, right? So now we will check from point B to C. We will make another point from B to C and have a look, is there any presence of main funds or not. So this will be a point from B to C. So this is the point B, and here we will mark C. So we'll just have a look and see, is there any presence of main fund. So I am just asking to you, to all the viewer, is there any presence of main fund from is there any presence main funds from B to C? Can anyone answer? Is there any presence of main fund from this point to this point? Can you find any presence of main fund, guys? I hope if you have understood our candlestick patterns and how to identify the main funds, you can get my point very easily. Can you find the presence of main funds at this point from B to C? So I will just write it for you. Okay, I will just write it for you. So we have made a point from A to B, right? From A to B we have made a point, and from B to C. So we have point from B to C. So this will be our point C. So I will make you and go it very thoroughly. So we have a strong fall at this point, right? So I'll just note it down for you, strong fall. So there is a strong fall at this point, and what we do, we have to find, is there any resistance or not. So we have to look, is there any resistance? Okay, so if there is a strong resistance, is there any resistance present or not? So just have a look, is there any resistance? First we'll take no resistance. Okay, and second we will go, is there any presence of resistance or not. Right, so I hope you are clear, and we can see there is a presence of resistance at this level. We can see the presence of resistance at this level very clearly. So this is the level of resistance we are having. So we can find the presence of resistance, right? So we have to take look, the it's the is the main fund resistance, or the retails are trying to the main fund are main funds are taking the positions, or the retail. So let's have a look. So if there are any resistance, just have a look in it. So the main fund resistance or the old fund resistance. Okay, main funds are having resistance, or the retailers. Just let me make you more clear so you will be able to understand. So if you think the retailers are resisting here, just type 1, and if you think the main funds are making the resistance, just type 2. So if you think main funds are resisting, right, if you think main funds are resisting here, so we have to look who are the main fund. Is this the old main fund, or the is it the old main fund, or the new main fund? So we can see Can you find any resistance at this level from B to C? Can you find any resistance, guys? So can you find the operators present? Can you find the operators present from B to C? What is the presence of operator? So we can find the presence of operator at this position. Just have a look. We can find the presence of operator at this position and at this position, because it is rising continuously. As I have shown to you, how can you find the presence of a strong resistance? Just have a look on it. So we have to see if there is a continuous big positive, continuous daily limit, and continuous right. If these are the signs of operator, like if there is a sign of this, if there is continuous big positive line, continuous daily limit line, we will confirm the presence of operator, right? So let's have a look on trading view. So you can see here is a sign of operators, right, entering the market, making the position, and here is the sign of operators making a new entry here. So we have to analyze, is there any main fund presence or the retailers are making an entry. Retailers can only cause the stock to rise to a certain level, but it cannot cause the stock to rise continuously. For the stock to rise continuously, the operator has to be present. We will also analyze, is the old main funds or is the new main funds. From B to C, we have seen a presence of main funds operator taking position into the market. So we'll just analyze, is it the old one or the new one. Let me know it from you guys. Is the old one making an entry or the new one? So we have a question from Lee Singh, what is the old fund and what is the new fund? So the old fund is basically who have made positions, right? Old funds are basically who have made positions from this point and are trying to make an exit. And new funds are the operators. New operators are those who are taking positions at this level, right? We're trying to make the positions, they are making a new entry. And for the old one, you can see, just have a look. For the old one, you will be able to see they have entered at this position, they have started making position at this, and now they are having a exit. So the old funds are already in the market, right, and the new funds are trying into the stock, and we are confirming the presence of old funds as well and the new operators as well. So new one we have a presence when the stock keeps on falling and there is a sudden spike, sudden increase in the stock price, the new one enters the market, the new funds enter the market. So we have to analyze, is there any new funds or a main funds? So I will just make you more clear, okay? So we have to analyze, is there any old player or a new player entering into the market? Just have a look. So we have a two category for main funds, right? So the first one is old funds, and secondly we have new funds. So these are the two types of funds available in the market. At this we can see the presence of new one here, old one here, which is trying to resist and making the stock move high. And at this point, from the level, we are seeing a new operators are making a position. At this point, we are seeing a new funds are entering the position. Just note it down very clearly. Here, old funds are there. Okay, all operators are trying to make the stock move and exiting the position, and here new players have entered the market. So here new operators have entered the market and are making the positions very sharply. So we confirm the presence of operator in this stock. I hope you are clear. There is a strong fall from point A to B. if we have to look, is there any resistance or not, right? There is a presence of resistance at many point from when it was falling, right? And we have to find, is the retailers resisting or the main funds are resisting, sorry, is the retailer who are making a position, or main funds are making a position. Retailers may also have made a position, but retailers cannot drive the stock to rise continuously. Just remember, retailers cannot make a stock to drive continuously. The main funds, the operators, are the only person who will make you drive the stock rise continuously. So after this, I hope you got the very clear picture whether the presence of main funds are there or not, and whether it is the old fund who is operating in the market or the new funds who are operating into the market. I hope it is very clear to you. So this is the end of the session. We have explained you how to find the presence of operator, right? How to find the presence of operator in the market, and 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 make you understand very clear about the concept of main funds. So I hope each and every one of you have got a clear idea. For those who are not still clear, we will come to the tomorrow session and make you more clear. We will go deep dive into it and understand each and every stock very deep with more examples, and we'll be making you more clear. So just stay tuned for tomorrow live session, and we will be coming back and explaining you with in more details. So these are the stocks which we have explained it to you. For the non stock, we will also go through some other stocks and explain you the concept of main funds and how they are, and their presence in it. Is there any presence of main funds are there? Main funds means operators are there, or is there any old operator are operating, or the new operators are operating currently? So this is the end of today's session. Be live tomorrow, and we will be explaining you with the concept of more funds, right? Stay tuned, stay profitable, happy investing.